Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm sharing the 10 biggest lessons I have learned within the first 18 months of being a parent. I've been figuring this all out day by day with my little one, who is not that little anymore. So if you're a new mom, or if you're just curious of what the first year and a half of motherhood really teaches you, then stick around. I'll walk you through each of the 10 lessons that changed the way I see myself, my baby, and motherhood overall. Number one is probably the biggest one. You can't control everything, so learn to let some things go. Not everything has a direct reason. It took a long time to learn this for me. My baby had crazy gas, bloating, stomach issues in the first 4 or 5 months, and I was constantly just looking for reasons for everything. Oh, today is worse. What did we eat? What time did we eat? Since I'm breastfeeding, what did I eat? How much did I eat it? It consumed me, and it just made the beginning of motherhood, which was hard enough for me already, even harder. So let some things go. Some things are out of your control. Number two, my child isn't bad. He's just having a hard time. And this is something I'm constantly learning still. When it's been a rough day, he's like a toddler now. He's just looking at you, smirking, and then doing something. It's hard to think that he doesn't mean what he's doing and he's just having a hard time. But in the end, he does not want to be a burden to me. He did not ask to be here. He is just having a hard time, and I am the number one person for him to be the help. Number three, I am not a bad mother. I just make mistakes and learn along the way. And it's quite the same saying that I had for my kid. It goes for me. I am not bad, I'm just having a hard time. It's just important to realize the mistakes you've made and try to do better the next time. And also to apologize, to show people around you that you care, that you realize you've made mistakes, that you really want to try and do better. Number four, sleep is overrated. Screen time for you yourself, the food you're eating, how much water you're drinking, how much time you're spending indoors and outdoors. All of this has proven to have a much bigger effect on my energy and mood than the fact of how well and how much did I sleep tonight. This society right now has just made it a very big thing that you have to get a good night's sleep, and I understand. But if you're a mother, all of this sleep training and whatever is going on these days to get your kid to sleep so you could sleep, this didn't happen hundreds or thousands of years ago. This was natural. It's just a season of life. And if this part in your life is lacking, then try to up everything else in your life. What you eat, what you drink, how much time you spend outside, how much sunlight do you get, how much of your free time, like when your baby naps, do you just spend sitting and scrolling. Number five, it really is true that the kids come here to teach us. And after having a kid, I have found a lot of new weak spots in myself. And I've started to see different coping mechanisms that I have that I've never had any idea about. I have started to see patterns that are automatically coming into my parenting from the way that I was parented. None of this was a thing before I had a kid, and now I'm grateful that he brought that side out of me, because there's something I can work on right now that directly affects his life. Number six, all emotions are allowed, all behaviors aren't. This is something I'm still learning, because I feel like I was raised in a way that all emotions weren't allowed either. And we're not even talking about the actions. But right now I'm starting to implement it on myself as well. When I get angry, when I get sad, that there's no shame in that. I can be angry, I can be sad. Sometimes I can miss the times before I had a kid. That doesn't make me a bad mother. Depends what I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna abandon the child because I miss being a free single girl out in the world in her 20s, Now that's gonna raise some questions, but if I just sit in that feeling and allow myself to feel that grief for the old me that I was, and then just get up and go be a great mom to my son, then there is nothing wrong with that. And the same goes to my son, that he can be sad and angry and whatever he wants to be, to what seems to be just nonsense to me sometimes, like the little things. But he's allowed to feel that way, but he's not allowed to kick or bite or throw things or whatever. Number 7, that's what I have learned with my therapist. Good enough is better than perfect. And then I also have heard the phrase, or like, just make sure that the good things that you want to do in life or in parenting, that you do them more often than not, which is practically the same. You're going to be good enough. If you try to be a perfect mother, it will have worse consequences for you and your children. But if you accept that a good mom is a mom that makes mistakes, then goes in to apologize and tries as hard as possible to do better the next time, which means you're gonna be good enough. And more often than not, you're trying to do the right thing. Not all of it has to come naturally, but rather it's a skill that you're learning. That's something I heard recently in some podcast. I just really felt seen, because for me, motherhood hasn't been natural or easy at all. I just feel like I'm faking it and forcing it all of the times, and it was just so great to hear that being a mom, especially if the patterns from your childhood haven't been that great that you want to give on to your child, then it's just all a skill. It's a skill to raise children. It's a skill to regulate your emotions, to help regulate your kids' emotions. It's all a skill that you're constantly learning. You can't start driving a car immediately or start driving the bicycle immediately. It's a skill that you're constantly working towards for. And I just love that. Village doesn't have to be a big family living close by that is constantly here to help you. It can be friends, it can be baby groups, different activities and places you go to with your kid, where you see other moms, other kids, other people. You get to socialize and communicate. Also, even just calling people, FaceTiming them, chatting with them. This is also your village. We're so stuck these days with the idea that we don't have the village that people used to have. And I agree, but you can either sit in that misery, or you can take what you have, take what you can get, and make it into your village, your neighbors, whoever. For me, the closest family member is actually my aunt's son, who probably helps us the most with like babysitting. It's not grandparents, it's not our brothers and sisters, it's my aunt's son that is helping us the most. It doesn't have to be a big family, it doesn't have to be your direct mom, dad, brother, sister. It could be anyone, it could be just a few people. If you feel like you don't have a village, then you are also responsible to try and make a village around yourself. And finally, number 10, everything, in fact, changes. Who you are, your relationship with your partner. I just heard that a lot, and I still see it a lot online, that having a kid doesn't change so much in your life. You're just gonna add an extra person, an extra love into your life. But I do not agree with that. A lot changes. Who you are as a person, that's exactly the point I had before, that it's gonna bring out your weak spots. You're gonna learn a lot about yourself. It's gonna have a toll on your relationship, all the sleepless nights, the fact that your partner can go out and work and go out to the gym with his friends and all that while you're at home with your kid. All of that is gonna change everything, the way you see your partner, sometimes the way you see yourself, your baby, and it's okay. I feel like I had a hard time with that in the beginning, and sometimes still do, that I feel like whenever I feel resentment or some anger or whatever towards anyone, even myself, I feel like I can't feel that. Like it was supposed to be nice and easy pink bubble like my pregnancy was, but it's not. Everything changes. I also don't believe in the fact that you're lost right now and you're trying to find that person that you were, but I believe that that person is no longer there. You are a mother now and you will forever be a mom, and that's never gonna change. You are a new person. You just have to find your own way as that new person, not try to find a way to get back to the person you were before. I hope that some of the things were relatable to you if you're also a mom now, or maybe opened up your eyes a little bit about parenting and motherhood. You can let me know down below in the comments, what lessons have you learned while being a mom? Is there something you don't agree with that I've said now? Let's keep the comment section uplifting, supporting, and happy for everyone. And I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.